Hello my friends and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In yesterday's video, we almost finished the Exalted Plains. We found Celine's missing soldiers and worked on all sorts of quests for them. Before I get started, I did finish the kind of collection quest, Pressed for Cash. So I did do that before starting today, and it auto-completed, which was nice. One less thing to turn in. So the first thing in today's video, I'm going to turn in this quest by the grace of the Dalish to Keeper Hawen.
You have proven yourself to be an ally of the Dalish, friend. If Loranil still wishes to join you, he has my blessing.
Well, great.
May your gods watch over you, friend.
So speak to Loranil about joining the Inquisition. Okay, which one was he? This one.
Welcome again.
Hello. Hang on.
I don't believe it. You convinced the Keeper. He said I can join the Inquisition if I wish.
You're allowed to join us? Question mark.
Keeper Hawen has given you permission to join the Inquisition?
Obviously.
He has. I'll report to your camp in the south if that's all right.
Carry on, Agent.
Oh, you don't have to bow. Please don't bow. Oh, please don't bow. So I wonder if you play as a Dalish elf, do you have to do all this running around or do they just automatically like you? Because that would be nice. Okay, by the grace of the Dalish is complete, so that's one less to do. So I have the Spoils of Desecration and then also this familiar ring I need to go turn in. But I'm going to run down here since we're friends with the Dalish. I can now have less guilt about desecrating the graves of their ancient elves. That sounds so wrong, but it's a quest and I feel the need to complete it. Okay, and here we are back in Var Belinaris, and we're going to look for the key to Unadin Grotto. Not there. Oh, look, a demon comes out with it. What? That doesn't seem very practical. Or why? This is where they sleep during the day? Oh, key handle. Oh, it's 3 pieces. Okay. Well, let's be thorough. And is there another one over here? Oh, no, there's just loot. Oh, and there's one over here. It's a little weird. Did I see on the outside, is that Kirkwall's symbol? Yeah, doesn't it look like Kirkwall's symbol a little bit? Not completely, but similar. Key shaft. I thought I saw something creeping around over there. Let's see. No, it's not. It's similar to Kirkwall's symbol, but it's not the same. Oh, it's a rash vine dinging. $115 gold. Dang. Oops. Sorry, rock. Alright, well, there should be one more here. Maybe not here. There we go. And just for completion's sake, we'll come over to, I imagine there's one more, right? Yep. Carved memorial. Here lies the ashes of little Galen. Your laughter lingers in our hearts. Oh. Well, that's depressing. Use the key to open the tomb door. Or like our own Tomb Raider today or something. Because that always ends well. Huh. I'm just waiting for, ooh, Knight Enchanter Greatsword. Wear only, again, shouldn't a Knight Enchanter get to wear the Knight Enchanter Greatsword? Just putting it out there. I'll have to try this. Can Vivienne actually equip a sword? I don't think so. I think I was saying I'm waiting for, like, to be jump scared, basically. These old ancient elven shrines of a sort. What is dinging over here? I can't find it. Oh, are there stairs? Oh, mosaic piece. Invasion. And there's loot. And more loot. Oh, my inventory's full. Dang it. I should have stole stuff. I don't understand. I'm getting a dinging over here and there's nothing here. Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. It's okay. All right, so I destroyed some items and emptied my bags and finished looting, and now it looks like things are coming out. I was waiting for something like that to happen, because what it should, right? Ow. Oh.
How many battles have been fought on these plains over the ages?
All right, now I need to empty my bags again so I can loot the things I actually need. Okay, so we don't need... Okay, so I made more room and then realized I didn't need to make more room because what I was looting were supplies to make things. Oh, wow, that's... What? That's... hasn't happened before. Ooh, superb belt of ranged defense and a frost rune. Okay, so totally worth coming here. Anything else? Any like super fun toys for me? No, we're ring velvet. Okay, well I have one more quest to do all the way back over here. So I'm not going to, I'll meet you there when I arrive unless I figure out something else that we should do. All right, so one of the things I thought we could do while we're out here in the Exalted Plains is also work on these Exalted Plains map quest. So the first one I picked was Sketch of Enavuris River. And my related codex entry is kind of this map here. And I wondered, so this is where we just were in the grotto area, or not the grotto area, it's the place where the deceased Dalish were buried. The ancient elf burial ground, there you go. And it looked like it was just following the coast down the river, and I think I found it because something is dinging at me. And I did. Masterwork scout armor, wow. I wonder if it's these kind of looking things of sand. So that's one of the three. So I'm going to look at the others, and when I get to the spot where I'm pretty sure I'm at, or pretty sure where the buried treasure will be, that's when I'll pull you back in, and we'll make our way back to Celine's occupied castle that way. All right, and the next spot I believe I found was the map of Halin'sulahn, and the map, if I can find it again, looks like that. I noticed the large wolf, and then the mountains, and then this kind of like broken bridge sort of thing there, and lo and behold, whoa, I'm floating in air. Lo and behold, there is a spot. And Masterwork Firm Bianca Grip. Wow, so good of those people to have buried treasure that I need. Okay, so that means I only have map of the Enavuris left. So that looks familiar. I think I know where it is. I think it's by where I got my last glyph, but I will meet you there when I arrive. Well, it was not where I picked up my last glyph, but it was near another set of ruins that looked very similar, and this is where I had a rift that I took care of. I imagine it's up here somewhere, right? No? Oh, I see it now. How do we get up there, though? This way, it looks like. This will be my last treasure hunt. Look, we're raiding tombs and doing treasure hunts. Wow, a cleave. Unique axe. Level 10. I don't know if that'll be any better, but we'll take it. So, we're halfway there. Sort of. I'm going to run back all the way back up to Commander Jahan and turn in this Quest of Familiar Ring that I think I'm like 100% done with the Exalted Plains. All right, after well, it's probably like 5 minutes, but it felt like 50 minutes of running. I am finally back here to Commander Jahan.
Inquisitor.
I have your soldier's ring.
I found one of your soldiers at the eastern ramparts. She wanted you to have this.
Fabienne's ring. She is gone then. I prayed that she yet lived. Thank you. I will make sure this gets to her family.
Okay, goodbye.
I must take my leave.
Inquisition
Good day,
perk,
Inquisitor.
I think. Nice, level 12 influence. That's awesome. Okay, so let me just double check. So Exalted Plains, I have the Requisition, then I have Scattered Glyphs. This was that go to a new location section, but I don't know. I kind of just want to go back to Skyhold, clean out my bags for sure. And then I think I want to turn in Vivienne's quest, do some more tables. We'll kind of go from there. All right, well, I feel a whole lot lighter. I sold a whole bunch of stuff and rearranged gear for quite some time, and then I also dropped off all of the research items at Halin'sullahn's table now, I think. But anyway, back to Vivienne, because we now have the Heart of a Snowy Wyvern, and we're going to give her the correct one.
What can I do for you, my dear? Is it too much to hope that you've brought me the heart of the Snowy Wyvern?
Lie, I've brought the heart. I've got the heart. Now talk. Yes, well, I've got it.
I've brought you the heart as requested.
Inquisitor, you are a treasure. Please accept this as your payment. I must begin work immediately. You have been a dear friend, and I would like you to come with me. This should only take a moment, Inquisitor. I'm here, my darling.
Vivienne,
Yes, darling.
it's going to be all right, my love.
My darling? Bastien?
Oh, no. Oh, to see mean old Vivienne, who's so tough to be all broken up. Oh, I'm so sorry, Vivienne.
Vivienne, I'm sorry.
There's nothing here now.
Oh, that was rough. I had a feeling that it was her Bastien, because I remember ages ago, because he was one of the council members for the Orlesians, and she said something about him being unwell and unable to attend court. So that's why the council was split evenly or something like that. I could entirely be making this up and confusing things. But I had a feeling the like youth potion was for
Here is the request.
her lover basically, and not her. Which, oh, poor Vivienne. Well, let's save and let's see if she'll talk to me, or if she's
require any assistance.
yes, or if she still needs a moment.
Bastien is dead. I can hardly believe. It was the Winter Send ball. My first visit to the Imperial Palace. The Circle sent a dozen of us to entertain the nobility. I was in awe of everyone and everything, and then our eyes met. Bastien spent the entire ball at my side. The Dowager tried to have him killed for slighting her, but he didn't care.
Love at first sight. Were you also charmed, a mage and a noble, dangerous? Well, yeah, were you also charmed? I imagine so.
Obviously, he was smitten. But what did you think of him?
He was a dashing rogue, and any defects he might have had were made up for with rank and importance. It was a more innocent time, I suppose. And now he's gone, and I must write to his son Laurent. And his sister will make a terrible fuss if she isn't informed first. And I'll need to arrange for the chantry services. Maker only knows how long that will take.
Yeah, I guess, is there anything I could do?
If I can help you, just say the word.
No, my dear. I'll handle everything. Excuse me, I have so much to do.
Acquired Hat of Magistry and Enchanter's Seat. Hat of Majesty. This has got to be for Vivienne. Oh, and the Enchanter's Sword totally doesn't work on her, which makes absolutely no sense, but okay. Armor. Come on, click over to Vivienne. Thank you. Let's see. Hat of Majesty. Oh, fancy. Well, we'll give you that new one. Total upgrade. See, there's my new Vitar that I can't wait to put on. So, okay, great. Well, we are going to head downstairs to the war table because I had a couple ideas. First of which is we need to do some war table operations because we received, I think, several from, well, not several. I think we received two, one for Blackwall's Judgement and one for Sir Ruth's Judgement, which was 2-3 days ago now. Then I also have Cole's quest here because we had to go search for some amulet to make him not become possessed or something, or controlled. He's a spirit. He doesn't need to be possessed, I guess. Oh, yes, and forces. All right, well, let me take a minute first and figure out which perk I'm going to get. Okay, again, there are several I want to get, but I think the one I'm going to get next is the Master Focus, which opens up the third tier for myself and any party members, I guess, for our special spell, special ability. We'll go with that one. So that's done. Okay, so first things first, let's head to Ferelden, and there's Cole's Amulet, but... Oh, let's do this one. Judgment, the death of...
Our soldiers handled themselves well in Adamant.
We've come a long way since Haven. I fear there's still a ways to go, but we're prepared.
So Judgment, the death of good Sir Ruth. The disgraced Grey Warden Sir Ruth wishes to make good on your judgment, Inquisitor. She has asked for assistance in reaching one of the deeper recesses of the deep roads so that her premature calling might serve a greater good. Laudable, but any expedition to the deep roads comes with considerable risks. Yeah, that was kind of not the point. So Cullen said many of our soldiers lost family to the Blight. I have no doubt many would volunteer to escort the Warden. My concern is they would not stop at escorting. Yeah, I don't think they will. So Leliana says an escort is simple. I could also arrange to note her exact path should you wish to recover her body for any perceived honors. Or, Josephine said, I suggest an invitation over an escort. Our dwarven contacts would welcome the chance to bolster their forces with a warden of her calling. I was kind of hoping that would be an option. So we have a report from a dwarven runner that Warden Ruth was welcomed into a squad of the Legion of the Dead. The group descended into the deep roads and did not return. As is the tradition with the Legion, all were celebrated before they left. We've received a number of appreciations in Sir Ruth's name, Josephine. I think that's the best possible outcome, although I guess I could have not sent her too. So let's do an offer from the crows first, and then I'll do some in relay and then come back to Cole. So a letter delivered to Skyhold. Its sender claims to be a member of the Antivan Crows, an infamous guild of assassins. We encountered your agents in Hercynia. It seems the Inquisition and the Crows share a target. Our employer bears no love for Lord Enzo due to, well, let's just say it's a personal matter. Of course, I imagine your motivations have more to do with the man's Tevinter friends. You know the Venatori, we know Enzo. Why compete for the man? Lend us your knowledge and the job will be done far more quickly. You eliminate an enemy, our employer removes a political rival, and we all get paid. Well, they get paid. A happy ending for all involved, Ghita. Cullen says, do we really want to get tangled up with the crows? Our people can handle this. I mean, I don't mind. Leliana says, cooperating with the Antivan crows works to our advantage. They have more knowledge of Enzo, and we gain contacts should we need their assistance in the future. I would agree. Josephine says, the crows are an unfortunate reality of Antivan politics. They will pursue the contract regardless. We may as well know where they are. Well, I'm going to go with Lily, because I feel like she gets it.
Inquisitor.
With your knowledge of the Venatori and the crow's intelligence on Enzo, I tracked down a storehouse just outside the city. I hope you didn't want us to leave any of the Venatori alive. Sadly, Lord Enzo was not present, but he may count his life in days. I show we respect our current arrangement. An interesting trinket from our raid on the Venatori. Masterwork Mabari grip. So random. Okay, there was the one for Blackwall. Let's try to find that one. The Consequences of Blackwall's Lie, a letter written in fine hand and lightly scented, signed by Josephine. The issue of Tom Rainier has been settled, but his deception has had far-reaching consequences. Oh, had we not used the Grey Warden treaties, we might not have found ourselves in so awkward a position. As it is, I receive daily messages from all quarters demanding we make reparations. We must do something. Scribbled beneath, signed by Cullen. I'm sorry, did we embarrass a duchess at a soiree by stepping on her gown? Or was the sky torn open and Haven beset by an ancient Darkspawn magister? We needed the gold, we needed the men. You would have persuaded someone to part with them. With or without the treaties, we are not making reparations for what we had to do, what no one else could have done. Don't forget we are now allied with the Wardens. If we had no authority to conscript before, we do now. Cullen says we step forward, not back. No apologies. What happened with the Wardens gives us more authority than ever to use the treaties. Josephine says, do we want Inquisition to survive beyond Corypheus's defeat? Does it need to? Like, if we fix the whole point was, well, no, it wasn't the whole point, but anyway, topic for a later day. We won't always be at war. Why alienate allies when it would take so little to appease them? Let us return what was taken under false pretense and put the treaties aside. I mean, it's probably, I really want to pick Cullen's option, but I'll do that on a different playthrough, I think, maybe. Or maybe on the next playthrough, I just won't use them since I know what's happening. Ooh, so many options. But we'll go with Josephine this time because it does make the most sense. Let's just play nice and play fair.
At your service.
We have sent emissaries with formal apologies. We've returned all that could be returned. We paid in kind for what we could not. Leliana will store the Grey Warden treaties in the Skyhold archives in remembrance of mistakes made and lessons learned. Okay, let's look. I don't know if I want to go there yet. Protect Val Gamord from Darkspawn. Your worship. My town of Val Gamord has been besieged by Darkspawn. I cannot fathom where the loathsome beasts have come from, but I beg the Inquisition for assistance. My own humble forces have already been dispatched to help in your own noble efforts, leaving my people ill-equipped against the savage host. Word of your redemption of the Grey Wardens has already spread far. Please, if you can spare them, Val Gamord lives or dies by your word. Marquise Ephiloche Buffon. That is a first name. Cullen says the Grey Wardens are the best in the world against Darkspawn. This is their chance to shine. I would agree. Leliana says it's odd to see a town threatened by Darkspawn. I suggest we investigate before committing forces. Or Josephine says the Marquise has other allies. She can call upon them and we can save the Wardens for a true emergency. No, they need to start earning back some goodwill from people.
To work?
Inquisitor, the Grey Wardens fought bravely and with great skill. The town of Val Gamord was saved and the Wardens themselves took few casualties. They await further commands. Apparently there's enough follow-up, but we'll do that later. Oh yeah, crew of ambassadors. That was for Sutherland, right? A report in Cullen's hands, a request worth considering. Using a smaller focus group for patrols has allowed a presence in areas where soldiers would intimidate and diplomats are looked on with suspicion. Sutherland and his group apparently crossed paths with an unusual Dorian work detail. And now we have an unexpected opportunity, an outreach to the mining caste of Orzammar. They are asking for help finding a lost expedition of drifters and offering sizable rewards. Specifically requested was the company that showed You're not all sky mad. Okay. Cullen says we'll secure enough of the surrounding area to ensure that they can proceed without distraction. Leliana says targeted help but no interference. A small group in the deep roads can do great things. And Josephine says a rare chance for an exchange. They'll have writs to bargain. No, let's go with Cullen. We haven't gone with him in a while. Sutherland and company returned with sizable resources, a cadre of support personnel, and promises of future trade with the mining caste directly, their ambassadors, whether intended or not. Well, that's great. That's just wonderful. I'll do some more tomorrow maybe. But let's do obtain amulet for Cole. Regardless of whether Cole is a demon or a spirit, he remains vulnerable to Venatory binding magic. The Amulet of the Unbound used by Ravani seers is said to protect spirits from such magic. However, finding such an amulet in this part of the world will be difficult.
Inquisitor.
Well, I guess we're going with Leliana. It's been some time since I crossed paths with your agents. It was only natural both they and I chose the night of Duke M's ball to pay a visit to his private collection. And guessing they robbed something. I confess matters nearly became unpleasant. I am grateful your agents still remember the appropriate phrases we in the delicate arts use. While I prefer to avoid political entanglement, I wish nothing but good fortune to the Inquisition in restoring order in these troubled times. The article in question was among the lesser of the items in which I was interested, and your agents were most welcome to it. I am pleased that this matter ended with harm to none, save Duke M's pet wyvern and his collection of rare Antivan water clocks. Until we meet again, R. Oh, was this a Duke from Dragon Age 2? Maybe? He had a pet wyvern. But I thought we killed him. I'm so confused. It can't be the same guy. Maybe it's his kid or something. I don't know. Anyway, subjected to his will, we're going to go give the amulet to Cole. I've only got a few minutes left, but let's try and get there real quickly. Well, here we are back up with Cole, but I literally have 1 minute left, and I'm concerned we might go into a cutscene, which could go on for 15 minutes. So tomorrow we will pick back up here with Cole's quest, and then we'll go on from there. But as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Dragon Age Inquisition video.
Make good use of it.